We're back again with you. My name is Lyndon, and we're back again with another stimulus check update for you for today, December 21st of 2020. And today we're going to be talking about our topic, the stimulus check, $600, which we have a deal. We have great news, a deal on the second stimulus check. And the vote is coming tonight. Congress is set to vote tonight on the second stimulus checks. So new checks could start going out as early as next week, according to Stephen Mnuchin. So make sure that you like this video and turn on the bell notifications so you won't miss any of the stimulus check updates that we make as we make them. And make sure that you subscribe so you get the latest stimulus check updates also as well. Like our stimulus check update page on Facebook, or join our stimulus check update group on Facebook, and see the description and the links in the description for other helpful resources there. So today we're talking about the lawmakers in Congress. They're rushing tonight to vote on a new 5,593 page spending bill before the end of today, too, also as well. It's going to include new economic relief and tax cuts. And this is one of the longest bills that's ever been considered by Congress. So the Congress leaders on today, they introduced a huge 5,593 page tax and spending bill that it puts together the emergency economic relief, government funding to keep the government open, and tax cuts too also as well. And they're rushing to pass it by the end of today, which is basically tonight. The bill, it illustrated the urgent rush by the White House and Congress to complete numerous unresolved tasks during a chaotic lame duck session before the holiday recess. It's a $900 billion economic relief bill. This legislation, it plans on funding federal agencies through September 2021, and it extends tax breaks for numerous businesses for at least the next year. The tax provisions alone would slash taxes by around $150 billion. Now, the House worked to prepare an evening vote on this measure, and Senate leaders plan to vote on the bill afterward. The bill was assembled overnight Sunday and through the day today after a bipartisan deal was reached over this weekend. Now, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said today that lawmakers were going to stay here until we finish tonight. Quote, Senate leaders announced the breakthrough agreement on a relief package Sunday night, which is a stimulus bill, after several weeks of negotiations. The legislation, it brokered by congressional leaders, includes about $325 billion in business relief, about $275 billion for another round of Paycheck Protection Program funding. It also would extend federal unemployment benefits of up to $300 per week, and that could start as early as December 27th. This legislation, it also addresses dozens of other needs. $45 billion for transportation, including state transportation departments and Amtrak, $82 billion for schools, $20 billion for vaccine distribution, and $13 billion for a major expansion in food stamps. Now, one of the main parts of this bill includes sending direct payments of $600 stimulus checks to Americans who earned less than $75,000 last year, or in the preceding tax year. Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin today, he said that millions of Americans could begin seeing stimulus payments as soon as next week. Although Lawmakers from both Republicans and Democrats, they said the bill will provide some relief to businesses and households that have been hammered by the pandemic. Disagreements had already sprung up about whether it would be enough help. Mnuchin said in a CNBC interview today that the package was fabulous and should see the United States through to the other side of the economic recovery. President-elect Joe Biden said in a statement Sunday that this action in the lame duck session is just the beginning. Our work is far from over. Quote, in March, the pandemic's impact on the economy intensified rapidly. Congress, they passed the $2 trillion CARES Act, and the law, it distributed $1,200 stimulus checks to more than 100 million people. It created a massive small business aid program. It extended money for airlines and unemployment benefits. It provided rental and student loan assistance, and it authorized a range of other programs as well. Now, the stimulus component, it has been debated for months. As you guys know, people have not gotten a stimulus check since March. So it's 9 months later until now. There have been numerous fights during that time between the White House and leaders of Congress. House Democrats, they passed a $3.4 trillion HEROES Act back in May. And the White House and the Senate Republicans, they basically dismissed that. And there was an effort for them to revive talks in July and August. But they also went nowhere because there was fights over whether to extend aid to states and cities. Now, the stimulus talks were revived in recent weeks only after a bipartisan group of mostly rank and file lawmakers in the House and the Senate, they tried to push a more tailored bill into law. They're worried about what a new surge of pandemic cases might mean for the economy. So they decided to cut out two or more divisive provisions to secure a broader agreement. Now, those included a demand from Democrats for more money for cities and states. The money that Democrats wanted was largely stripped out of the final bill, as was a push by many Republicans to give companies broad protection from employee-led lawsuits and regulatory actions if there are outbreaks at workplaces. Now, fights over those measures are expected to continue also as well in 2021. So here we are today. And tonight, as I am making this video right now, the House of Representatives is taking a vote on the funding for the government, the tax breaks, and right now, at this exact moment, they're making a vote on the stimulus part of it. That includes the $600 stimulus checks. After the House of Representatives is done voting on the bill, then the Senate will start the vote on the relief package, which includes the $600 stimulus checks. Unfortunately, this time around, we were not able to get another round of $1,200 stimulus checks because this was what was agreed upon, the $600 stimulus checks. Hopefully, Congress will be able to come together again after Joe Biden is inaugurated on January 21st, if that happens. And then when they come together, maybe it's possible that there will be another agreement, but this time an agreement on a $1,200 stimulus checks. Okay, so who received these $600 stimulus checks that we're getting now? Well, basically, anyone who received the first stimulus check is going to get the second stimulus check. So The simple answer is if you receive the first stimulus check, you're going to get the second stimulus check. If you did not qualify for the first stimulus check, then you are not going to qualify for the second stimulus check either. Now, Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin says checks should start going out next week. So what should you be doing? Basically, you should make sure that you go to the irs.gov/EIP, right, which stands for Economic Impact Payments. So that way you can make sure your information is entered on the IRS website correctly. That has your correct banking information with your account number, your routing number, so that way they can contact you. And that way you can be one of the first people to receive your stimulus check. So I will be keeping you updated. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, thumbs up, turn on the bell notification so you won't miss out on the updates I'll be giving you. Also, an update on the vote after the votes are finished in the House and the votes are finished in the Senate, and the process of getting the stimulus checks out to you all and the unemployment money out to you all also. So unemployment, as far as unemployment is concerned, the extra unemployment, the $600 was not agreed upon. What has been agreed upon is $300 unemployment payments. That's on top of the money that your state can give you for unemployment. So you're going to get the state unemployment plus the $300. So basically, if your state says, okay, you can get $300 a week in unemployment from that state, then you'll be getting an extra $300 from this bill when it passes. Okay, this is a huge bill. If you want to, you can feel free to read it. It's 5,593 pages long. So it's huge. It's a monster bill. So that's what's included. Money for food stamps and all the other items that I mentioned previously in this video. So thank you for watching, and until next time, stay safe, be blessed, and we'll see you guys in the next stimulus check update video. Bye for now.